Okay, I just got done recording the summon session for Sakura Hime in the PTR server, and let me tell you right now, this is one of the scummiest thing that Lilith has done so far. Without summoning for her, without knowing anything, you take a look at her resonance, you go through all of her resonance, you go to R6, you read through it word by word. Each time an ally with Vigor Guard actively casts abilities or is attacked with abilities, increases their attack defense by 5% and speed by 5. It doesn't say anywhere there's a cap. The only way that you can get this information, whether there's a cap or not, is by you summoning. So if you're someone who don't watch YouTube or you only get your information from the game, you will be under the impression that this R6 is stackable with no limit, right? But when you take a look at the unit, only once when you R6 her, you take a look at her skills, it says stackable up to 10 times. So you will not get this information if you don't R6 her first. Don't get me wrong, I don't want her to get infinite stacking, but before she goes into the live server, this permanent up to 10 times should be in her R6 description. Otherwise, people will R6 her thinking that she has no limit. So Lilith, if you're watching this, put this up to 10 times in her R6. Don't be stupid, don't false advertise a unit. You're gonna get a lot of shit if you're not putting this up to 10 times in her R6. So yeah, that's that. Now, she still can stack up to 10 times, which is still a considerable amount. Still the highest attack boost that you can get. Attack buff is only... let me see. The attack buff is 40%. So this is higher than attack buff if you can get it to stack up to 10 times. And it's higher than Liam's 30% attack boost. Your entire team can benefit from it. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do is to AP push my Mavis and then use her S1 onto this guy right here. Take a look at the damage and then we'll start stacking. So let me just see her damage without the stacks of Sakura Hime on this guy right here. 2554 with a crit. That's also with attack buff as well, so I need to remember that one. Okay, now I'm gonna try it out with the stacks. Now she's gonna have the Vigor Guard. Then whenever she attacks or gets attacked, she will gain 1 stack. So I gain 1 stack, 2 stacks, 3 stacks, 4 stacks, and 5 stacks because I got attacked 5 times by all of these guys right here. And I also attacked 1 more time, so that's gonna give me another stack. So she has 6, 7, 8, and 9. 1 more stack on her, and then I'll reapply the attack buff. With all of the attacks from the enemies, that should 100% be 10 stacks. So let me just reapply the attack buff and then we'll see the damage. Get the attack buff. Now, the damage on the front guy should be 1.5 times higher. Okay, let's see. Hopefully this crits. We did 2554 just now. 1.5 times that should be 3700 something. Unless they can give attack buff or defense. No. Okay, let's see. 3466. Yeah, roughly the same. So the attack buff is about 1.5 times your total attack, which stacks additively with the attack buff if I'm not mistaken, because Liam also stacks additively with the attack buff. The damage calculation is a little bit weird. What you guys need to know is that if something like this states that attack and defense increase by 5% without stating that it's base defense or whatever, it's going to be your overall defense, including your attack lead and also including other factors as well. But attack buff will add additively to this one right here, which means 5% attack and defense stacks up to 10 times. If you have 10 stacks, it's going to give you 50% attack and defense, but 50% of that is going to be additive to attack up, which means the attack up multiplier is now 1.9 times instead of 1.4. It's not 1.4 times 1.5 of your overall attack, right? It's the same with the defense buff as well. This 5% defense, if you have it up at 10 stacks, it's going to give you 50% defense, but it stacks additively with the defense up. So it's going to give you 110% defense. So yeah, that's about it for this testing. She is still very strong. R6 is definitely going to be meta for PvE. 50% attack and defense is going to be huge. The 50 speed is also going to be big. And she's not only providing this stuff right here, she's also providing attack up and defense up. You're probably going to be using her in something like Dark Starlord in your Xuanpin team plus Daji, because Daji can benefit a lot from this, gaining attack and also speed, and also your entire team basically is unkillable with the damage reduction that she provides with her S2, and also the heals that she gives to your entire team with the Vigor Guard. 10% of her max HP healing is gonna be insane. Your entire team will be unkillable in PvE. But it's a good thing to know that she has a limit of 10 times. If she didn't have any limit, she's gonna be one of the most broken unit in the game. But having this limit puts her in check a little bit. 10 stacks is still very strong, but it is manageable. It is not something that will break the game. Again, Lilith, one more time, before you add her into the game, in the live server, add this up to 10 times in her R6. Otherwise, people will R6 her not knowing that she has a limit. That's about it. Ciao.